Hey everyone, it's the new year, and so I thought I'd love to put a series of videos together called New Year, New You. And today I'm going to talk to you about small victories lead to big victories. So to start this off, I thought let's just go with a funny joke. So, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And I love that joke because I think it feels so fitting with weight loss. Because a lot of times what you're doing and the reason why you failed things before is you overcomplicate it. That's all that's going on. I had a great example of this. I had a player on my team who was really having trouble passing the ball. And he came to me and said, I am the worst person on our team. I am horrible at passing. I said, no, you're not. Your platform's just wrong. And I said, do you mind me showing you something? And he said, no. So I had him adjust his arms. They served the ball at him again, and he got the ball up, and his face lit up. And he changed his whole thought process about himself of thinking he was the worst person ever and how bad he sucked at volleyball to all of a sudden he was not as bad a person as he thought. And that's what you're doing. So today we're going to talk about goals. So this is what normally happens is we set a goal. And we start out about this way. And this is why you keep getting on different weight loss things. You think, oh, I'm high carb, low fat, Weight Watchers, paleo, back to vegan, vegetarian. I mean, this is why I did. And I'm just naming the things that I've done. I'm not trying to pick on any one person. So please, I'm just going from my own experience. And I would pick all these things. And what's funny is I'd start straight, right? This great path. Maybe I'd lose 10 pounds. Maybe it was 5. Maybe I didn't lose any at all, but I was following it. And then all of a sudden, life would throw things at me, or cravings or temptation would set in. And what I'd find to do is I'd move toward one of those. And what I'd find is that I would do this. And I'd end up right back where I started. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's low fat's the problem, and I do the low fat thing. I'm like, dang it. Oh, paleo's what it is. So then I do this. And then when I was younger, I did Weight Watchers, and I thought, oh, it's calories. So then I did this, and I'd pick these one little things in each little loop. What was funny is I kept ending up right back at where I started, and it wasn't getting me anywhere. And you know what's funny is that the same amount of time it took you to make this little loop is the same amount of time it would have taken you to go from here to your goal. So it's whatever you're giving into is what's stopping you from reaching your goal. So you have to stop giving into these things. And I'm going to teach you how to do that, so don't get frustrated, but that's what's going on, and that's what we need to stop. Those things have to stop happening in order to do this. So pretty much, as you can tell, how do we get those things to stop happening? And it's all about setting proper goals, because setting a good goal, I like to think a lot of times when I'm tempted by something, I say, okay, what do I want now versus what do I want most? And a lot of times when I can look at that cookie, that ice cream, that pizza, that whatever it is, pasta, fries, and I look at my goal, if I have a good goal, I will choose my goal. So how do we go about picking a good goal? The simpler, the better. Just like how do you eat an elephant one bite at a time? It's literally doing just that. One bite at a time, one day at a time, one little step at a time. Is it easier to lose 10 pounds or 100? Is it easier to work out 5 minutes a day or 5 days a week? It's easy. You can see the differences. Make your goal small. Yes, losing 100 pounds is awesome. Yes, working out 5 days a week is amazing. But if you can't even handle 1 week of going 3 times, why would you do 5? That's the same thing I teach my clients who I've got things about bodybuilding stuff and boot camps. I'm going to ask you the same thing with weight loss. If you can't do 1 proper push-up, why would you do 100? It doesn't make sense because you're not even making the muscle group. You have to build the muscles it takes to be able to do that. If 1 is the biggest amount you can do in a rep, then you need to work yourself up to 2 before you can do 3. It's the same thing with weight loss, the exact same. We have to get you from one point to the next and gradual. And here's the other thing, guys. So let's say, just say, your first goal is to lose 10 pounds. That is so much easier than the 100 because I know I can hit 10 pounds. So once you've lost the 10 pounds, you know you can do 20 pounds. And after you've lost 20 pounds, you know you can lose 30 pounds. And after you've lost 30 pounds, you know you can lose 60 pounds. It's re-inspiring you to keep going. Versus my goal is to hit 100 pounds. Suddenly, that cookie, that temptation, looks so small to that big goal, it seems okay to eat that. But if in 1 week my goal is to lose 2 pounds, if I weigh that next to that cookie, all of a sudden, that's going to be way more devastating to my diet if I eat that cookie versus not eating it. So it's learning to set better goals for yourself, things that you can keep with, things that inspire you to keep on going, to keep on moving. And I want to encourage you guys, we're a team. We're going to win as a team or we can lose as a team. But you are not alone. You are not the weak link. And I am here to be with you, and where you are weak, I am strong, and where I am strong, or I'm weak, you might be strong, and we're going to hold us together as a team, and we're going to keep moving. I don't want you to feel alone. So if you watch these videos and we all respond together, I want us to become that knit team that we're going to get through these things together. Another little story I want to share with you just to inspire you. Because I used to have a ferret, he passed away, but I had this large garbage can, like 3 feet tall, and his favorite thing in the world were bananas, and one day I threw a banana peel in there, and ever since that day, it was his goal to get inside of that trash can. He was crazy, and one day I see him jumping at this trash can, and I'm like, good luck, buddy. Like, ferrets have a vertical of like this big, if that even. Like, it was really funny. I'm like, yep, okay. And one day I couldn't find him. I look in there and he got in the trash. And I was like, how did he do that? And he had found a way to get on my chair. Now, I don't know if it took him 10 days, 30 days, whatever, but every single day he would work on trying to get into that trash can. So then I moved the chair, and then another way he figured out how to get into it by jumping. He'd catch the lining and just pull it down enough days in a row that he could climb inside. And then I just had to keep trying to find new ways of keeping him out of the trash, and eventually it involved putting a baby gate up, and then I'd try and block it on the stairs, and I'd move it upstairs and slant it toward him so that he couldn't jump up, and put it all different ways. And no matter what I did, he kept figuring out ways to get around it. And the point of that, guys, is life is going to throw obstacles at you. But are you going to give up and keep starting over? Are you going to keep forming more circles? Are you going to figure it out, straighten things out, and just go for it and hit your goals? Because together we can do this. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And it might be 10 days, it might be 100, it might be a year. I don't know. But we can figure this out if you're willing to work with me. And I just want to share one other little thing, a little thought with you just to put you, is that I keep a journal, and every day I write in this, and I write down the stuff that you guys are talking that inspires me, things that were good, things that keep moving me forward. I take notes from your guys' videos. When you have good ideas, I write them down for myself. Heather, love the chocolate. I mean, that was a great idea video. I wrote it down, made sure I went to go get it. When I was struggling, I thought, that would be a good thing to keep around. I do these things. I'm keeping notes of things you guys do or say and videos that I like, so that when I'm having a tough time, I can go back to them. I will pick some of your guys' videos that inspire me, and I will watch them over and over and over again. And there's one song that I keep playing over and over in my head, and I don't know the exact words or who sings it, but I just sing this part over in my head. This is my fight song, Get Back My Life song, Prove I'm Alright song, and I don't really care if nobody else believes that I've still got a lot of fight left in me. And I hope you guys have a lot of fight left in you, because it's not over. But stop giving up. Stop picking new diets. Just learn to live a new life that you can eat the way you want to eat. And we're going to get into that. But first, you might need to look at your goals. And we're going to do more videos on that. So keep in touch. Write down what you think. If there's something you want me to talk about, put it down. I'd be happy to do it.